second.
Okay guys, so let's proceed with a new topic for this chapter, resultant of force system. So this time we will now discuss the topic of a moment of a force. So basahin natin guys yung definition dito. So moment, so kunin ko lang yung marker natin, laser pointer. So the moment of a force about an axis or line is the measure of its ability to produce turning or twisting about an axis. The moment is the product of the force and the perpendicular distance from the axis to the line of action of the force. So ito lang yung tatandaan nyo about sa moment ha. So a moment kasi is the ability to produce the turning or twisting about an axis. So ito ay has a unit of force multiplied by the perpendicular distance. So for example in SI that is in Newton meter. And that Newton meter is also equivalent to joules. Okay. So again, moment, imagine nyo lang, pinapaikot mo yung force mo with respect to a certain axis, and the product of that force times the perpendicular distance. So when we say perpendicular distance, perpendicular, makapag-produce ka ng 90 degrees. Okay? So what are the applications? So, in some cases, it is more convenient to determine the moment of a force from the sum of the moments of its component rather than the force itself. So, yan ay sinabi ni Varignon's theorem. So, ano ba yung ibig sabihin niya dito? Okay guys, considering this diagram, ito kasing force F mo. For example, we need to take moment at point O. So, ang point O mo is the origin or the intersection between this Y and X axis. So dito ka sa, kumbaga sa coordinates na 0, 0, or dito sa intersection nga ano. Okay, so again, yung force na to, yung force F na yan, has a line of action. Ano? So ang pwede kasi mangyari, pwedeng dito mo sa C, kunin yung moment, or pwedeng dito sa point B, or pwedeng dito sa point A. So kahit saan mo dyan papatakin, pwede. Ano? So yan yung sinasabi ni Varignon's theorem. Kasi guys, kung tutuusin, di ba ang sabi nga dito, the moment is the product of the force and the perpendicular distance. From which, on this diagram, ang perpendicular distance, dapat yung force F mo is dito papatak. Kunin ko lang yung pen. Dito ka papatak. So, nandyan dapat yung force F mo. Okay? Kaso ang problema, we need to determine what is the value of this distance D. Kung saan, sometimes, yung pagkuha mo ng perpendicular distance, isa pa sa problema. Pwede siya ma-solve, but magiging masyadong complicated yung problem. Ano? Kung saan, pwede mo naman siyang i-resolve by taking moment or yung force, papatakin mo sa either dito sa point C, B, or A. Pero mas maganda, it's either sa B or sa C. Again, i-apply natin dito yung principle ng pagkuha ng component ng force. Kasi nga, yung F natin is naka-inclined. Ibig sabihin, meron siyang X component, meron siyang Y component. Okay, so again, assuming that we will take summation ng moment at point O. Therefore, again, our option is papatakin mo siya sa point A, sa point B, or sa point C. In the end, dapat yung moment na mapapalabas mo, dito sa tatlo, is pareho lang dapat ang sagot nila. Okay? So it's either if dito ko kunin yung moment sa point A, dito ko dalhin yung force F, dapat yung moment at O is same lang kahit saan ko papatakin yung force F na yan. So, establish lang tayo ng simple equation ha. I will just use this pen. Okay, so guys, ang moment mo kasi, we will say that all clockwise moment, kasi nga, yung moment, pinaikot mo siya. And we will assume that always yung clockwise mo, moment, is the positive. So when you take summation ng moment at point O, ano yung mapapalabas natin na equation? So again, kunin ko na lang yung component niya. So si fx, paano nga makuha si fx? That is just equals of f multiplied by cosine theta. Pero dito, isulat ko na lang siya as fx. Since limited lang yung space natin. So anong moment ang maproproduce ni fx? So again, the moment is equals lang saan? The product of the force times the perpendicular distance. But for this example, yung component, yung force dito is just the component, okay? So Fx multiplied by the distance na y. And take note, the unit of this is positive since yung iyong Fx will produce a, ito mo, again, dito mo sa point O papaikutin yung force. Anong moment ang maproproduce nitong F kung iikot siya doon sa O? Di ba na-produce niya is clockwise moment? Okay, so this is positive. So okay na yan. And then minus, so ano yung maproproduce na moment ni Fy? The Fy, again, hawakan mo lang yung point O, imagine mo lang natin, pinipindot mo yung point O, and then paikutin mo yung force. Yung force F na to, paano siya mas madaling makakaikot dun sa ating point O? So yung F mo naman, hindi naman siya pwedeng umikot pa ganun, kasi mas lalayo ang ikot niya, tama? So ang F mo, yung Fy mo, the only turning o yung pag-ikot niya, yung pinakamadaling ikot niya para makapunta sa point O is hindi ganito, di ba? Kasi dadaan ka pa ulit eh. Dito siya iikot ng mabilis. So yun lang tandaan nyo ha. Kasi ako before, nalito lang din dito. Basta tandaan nyo yung moment na i-consider mo kung paano siya mabilis na makakapunta doon sa point O na yun. So siya ay nag-produce ng counterclockwise, therefore this is negative. So Fy multiplied by the distance na, ano tong distance na to? That is distance x. Okay. So this is at point A, okay? So ganun yung equation na mapapalabas mo. Okay, this time, assume na yung ating point F. Again, yung line of action ni F, itong force F na to, is dito siya. Pwedeng dito sa point B, kahit saan dyan, basta ito yung line of action niya. Kahit saan mo papatakin dyan sa line of action na yan, pwede. Okay, so isunod natin yung sa point B. So assuming that dito ko sa point B, dalhin yung force F. Again, meron siyang dalawang component. Meron siyang Fy and meron siya ditong Fx. Okay, so unahin natin yung Fx. So when we take summation ng moment at point O, so guys dito natin siya papatakin. Anong moment ang maproproduce nitong Fx na to? Di ba siya ay nag-produce ng, ng clockwise moment. Therefore, Fx multiplied by the distance. So ano yung distance na to based on the diagram? That is equivalent sa distance na Iy. And then yung Fy, kung mapapansin nyo, siya ay magko-concurrent. When we say concurrent, nakatapat siya dito sa ating point O. Tama? So ito ay mawawala ng perpendicular distance. Therefore, yung Fy mo is i-multiply mo lang sa 0. Therefore, this can be cancel out. Namatay yung Fy kasi wala siyang perpendicular distance. Hindi siya makakaikot. Ano? So, nung hindi na siya nakaikot, wala na. 0 na yung value niya. So, kaysa umikot pa siya, saktan pa siya, wala. Ay, sorry. Wala ako. So, this is point B. And then yung isa, assuming dito tayo sa point C, so siguro nagkaka-idea na kung sinong mamamatay. So, sa moment at C, moment at O, but assuming that yung ating force F is papapatakin natin dito sa point C. So, anong mawawala sa kanya? Tama, itong si Fx. So, Fx mo will be multiplied by 0. Kasi ang mangyayari, concurrent siya, papatak siya dito. Wala siyang perpendicular distance. And then we have Fy. So, anong moment ang maproproduce ng Fy? With respect to O. Tama, makapag-produce siya ng clockwise moment. So, positive. So, Fy multiplied by the distance na, perpendicular distance. Multiplied by Ix. Okay? So, dapat itong tatlong to, same lang din ang value ng answer. But, itong Iy, kung mapapansin nyo, hindi sila pareho. We need to solve for Iy and Ix with respect to X. But I guarantee to you na pareho lang nalalabas na sagot yan. Okay? So, para mas maunawaan nyo yung sinasabi ko, magsosolve tayo ng mga sample problems. Okay, so let's start our first problem for a moment of force. So, as shown in the figure, assuming clockwise moment as positive, compute the moment of force F, which is equals to 450 pound, acting as shown in the figure, and of force P, which is equals to 360 pound, so as shown in the figure. So, you need to find the moment at point A, point B, point C, and point D. Okay, So, before that, kung mapapansin nyo yung force natin ay acting at a certain angle. But, as you can see, walang binigay na angle of inclination. Pero kung titingnan mong mabuti yung ating diagram, siguro may nakikita kayong triangle. Ano? So, yung isang square mo, ang size niyan is equals to 1 feet. Okay? So, I hope nakita ito. Kasi itong F, so initial point niya is from this point up to this final position na ito. So, therefore, anong triangle itong na-produce natin dito? So, ang kunin natin is slope. So, ito has a slope of equals to what? Oops. Ayan. So, bilangin mo lang yung box, di ba? So, ano to yung height niya? Di ba ito 1, 2, 3. So, this is 3. And itong gilid mo, itong horizontal, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 4 is to 3. So, kung maalala doon sa first video natin, to get the hypotenuse, so just take the sum of the squared of the adjacent and the opposite height. No, opposite height. Opposite side, sorry. Square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared, so that is equivalent to 5. Okay. So, kayo nga, how about this, force P? So, equal siya saan? So, bilangin nyo lang yung box. So, yung vertical niya? Yung Y? Hirap talaga drawing ng straight dito. Tuwid yan. So, horizontal niya is 2. And yung vertical niya, so 1, 2, 3. So, 3. So, ito is just the square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. So, ilan siya? Square root of 13. Okay. So, kung huwag natin i-decimal para at least walang tapon. So, square root of 13 yun. Okay. So, ang unahin natin is the moment at point O. So, again, assuming that clockwise moment is positive, ngayon ipapakita ko sa inyo na kahit saan point ko siya kunin, dapat pareho lang ako ng sagot o pareho lang yung sagot na lalabas. Okay. So, again, di ba sabi ko nga kanina, ito yung initial point niya. Tama? And then this is the final position. So, kung tutuusin, yung force F mo, mas madali if kukunin natin dito sa final position. Bakit? Kasi kung titingnan mong mabuti, ito, di ba, merong Y component na pa ganyan? So, this is your Fy. And yung Fx mo, pa ganyan yung Fx. Therefore, yung Fx mo will be equals to what? Tama. Since concurrent siya, hindi makakaikot yung Fx, natauhan na siya. Ay! Mawala na naman ako. So, since hindi makakaikot yung Fx at wala siyang perpendicular distance, that Fx is considered as 0 na. So, ang kakailanganin mo na lang is yung Fy, which will produce, paano nga makakaikot itong si Fy mo na madali? Hindi pwedeng pa ganun na lalayo ang ikot niya. So, pa ganun. Or in the direction of counterclockwise. Ano? And yung force P mo, so either of the two naman, it's either the initial or final, so wala din naman since dalawang component pa rin yung gagamitin mo. But anyway, so gawin na lang natin dito is initial point. So pakita ko lang na pareho. Unahin natin yung initial point and then yung second, the moment at A, yung final position. So ang unahin natin yung force F ko, dito ko siya muna i-consider. Dalawang component yung gagamitin natin. Okay, so this is your Fy. Sorry. So this is your Fy. And then dito si Fx. And yung P mo, so dito ko lang din kunin. So ito yung kanyang Y component. So that is Py. And then yung horizontal component, that is Px. Okay? Okay, so let's get back to the problem. So summation ng moment at point A, considering the initial position or IP. So anong gusto niyo na yun? Ito muna si Fx ha. So to get the Fx, again, ito yung naka-incline na. So 450, the value of F. 450 multiplied by, so how can we get the X component? So i-multiply mo ng 4, ito yung partner niya, 4, and then over the hypotenuse na 5. And then, force pa lang yan, yung component pa lang yan. So, times the perpendicular distance. So, ano yung perpendicular distance ng fx away from point A? So, di ba, ito, yung distance na yan. So, ano yung distance na yan? So, that is equivalent to 3. Tama? Pawiin ko lang. 3 ha. So, from this point up to this perpendicular distance. Okay? So, ayan. Yan yung kailangan natin distance. So, that is 3. So, guys, gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina, ito namang f, pwede mong gawin na hindi mo na siya i-component. Hindi mo kunin yung component niya. Kaso, ang problema natin, hindi natin alam itong distance na to. Yan. Ano yung magiging distance na yan? So, kaysa dumugo po yung utak natin, kunin na lang natin yung mga component kasi mas madaling makuha yung distance eh. Tama? So, yun yung sinasabi ng Barignon's theorem. Sometimes it is better to get the component then multiply it by the perpendicular distance rather than computing for the yun nga, yung force mismo na to and then tsaka mo hanapin yung perpendicular distance. Baka magka-problema pa na. So, fx, anong moment ang maproproduce niyan? So, paano siya iikot? Ganun, di ba? So, that is considered counterclockwise. So, that is tama. That is negative. And then, fx pa lang yan yung fy mo. So, to get the fy, so, 450 multiply by yung y component niya, so 3 over the hypotenuse na 5 multiply by the distance of, so anong distance ng fy away from point A? So, ang kailangan nating distance is, ano ba yung perpendicular distance? Diba ito lang? Fy. Kasi yung fy mo, ayan yung line of action niya. So, ang perpendicular distance mo is ito. Okay? So, I hope everyone understand. Again, ang moment lang, napakasimple. Force times the perpendicular distance. Again, sabi ni Barignon, pwedeng component, tapos siya mo kunin yung perpendicular distance. So, times 1. So, again, to check the sign, anong sign niya? Anong moment ang maproproduce niya? So, counterclockwise din. Ano? So, again, this is minus. So, what will be the value of the
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So, check natin sa calculus. So, negative 450 times 4 divided by 5 times 3. And then minus 450 times 3 divided by 5. So, we have an answer of negative 1,350. So, ito is naka-pound foot, pound feet. Okay, so we will check now if pareho lang yung lalabas kung sa final position tayo. Again, sabi nga ni Barignon, kahit saan mo papatakin yan, dapat pare-pareho lang tayo ng lalabas na sagot. And even if you consider this distance, itong force na to, multiply by this distance. Kaso ang problema nga, mahirap hanapin yung D. Okay, so this time dun tayo sa final position. Ang mangyayari, etong arrowhead, doon sa tapat sa dulo mismo ng arrowhead, doon naman natin papapatakin yung mga component ng forces na yan. Okay, so let's start. So again, moment at point A. So this time doon naman sa final position. Sorry, but 0. Wala pa pala tayo sa equilibrium. So again, yung fx mo, so ang fx mo, automatic equals lang siya sa 0. Kasi nga yung fx, hindi siya makakaikot eh. Nakatapat siya doon sa reference point kung saan ka nagmo-moment. Moment at a concurrent, kung tawagin. So fy na lang yung kailangan. So ang fy mo, anong moment ang maproproduce niya? So ganun siya ikot, so that is considered counterclockwise. So minus 450. So to get the y component of f, multiply it by 3 over 5. Times the distance. So anong distance niya away from A? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So multiply by the perpendicular distance na 5. And then yung force P. So ang P mo dito mo papapataan sa dulo. So again, meron siyang y component. So that is Py. And then yung Px niya, papaganito yung direction. Okay, so Px. So, anong value ng P? So, minus... Ay, nakalimutan natin si ano. Kulang pa pala to guys, no? Okay. So, balikan lang natin tong initial position, eh. So, hindi pa pala siya tapos dito. Kasi itong part ng equation na to, this is only good for your force F. Okay, so again, buti nakita natin. Sorry. Medyo Anong oras na ba? 1:30 AM na kasi. Medyo bangag na si Sir.
Paano masabi?
Mas mano kasi mag-record sa madaling araw kasi wala masyadong dumadaan na sasakyan. Tingnan nyo naman yung dedication ng mga professor nyo. Ano? Ang pupuyat sa gabi, mabigyan lang ng mga video tutorial. Okay, so this is for F. So this time now, for the force P. So ano to? Initial position. Therefore, dito natin i-consider so PX and PY. Ulala. Mamagas. So PX, so 360. So ang 360, unahin ko si X, no? So anong moment ang maproproduce ni X? Paano siya iikot? Hindi pwedeng pa ganun. So pinakamabilis na makakaikot siya ay pa ganun. Or counterclockwise. So minus 360. So to get the horizontal component of that, i-multiply natin ng 2 over square root of 13. And then times the distance. So anong distance niya away from point A? So 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay, and then PY. So paano ikot si PY? Pagana na. Or clockwise direction. Okay. So plus PY. So PY is to get the Y component of P. So 360. Multiply by its slope. So ano yung kanyang Y? So 3 over square root ng 13. Multiply by the distance of. So anong distance niya away from point A? So 1, 2. Ayan. So again, itong part ng equation na to, that is for your force P. Sorry guys, nakalimutan ko pala yung force P. So therefore, the moment at A will be equivalent to, nilagay na natin sa calcu. So 1,350 yung kanina. So tuloy na lang natin. So minus 360 times 2 divided by square root of 13 and then times 3. And then plus 360 times 3 divided by square root of 13 times 2. 1,350 din. Okay, so the answer is 1,350. Alright. So 1,350 pound-feet. So again, balik tayo sa kanina sa final position. This time, i-consider natin yung doon sa may dulo ng arrowhead niya. Before, doon tayo sa tail o doon sa pinaka-initial point. Yung pinagmula nung yung force. So try natin. Dapat pareho lang. So again, moment at point A, considering clockwise direction as positive. Moment at A is equals to. So let's start with force F. So unahin ko si. Yung Fx again is equals to 0. So hindi ko na lang susulat. Yung Fy na lang. So that is 450. So again, anong moment ang maproproduce ni force F if dito mo siya i-consider? So that is counterclockwise. So minus 450 multiplied by 3 over 5 times the distance of, bilangin natin to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So times 5. Okay, next. Para naman sa force P. So dito natin siya papapatakin. So unahin natin si PX. Anong moment ang maproproduce ni PX? So counterclockwise. So minus lang din. So minus 360 times, to get the horizontal component, so multiply mo ng 2 over square root ng 13. So minus 2 times over square root ng 13 times 2 divided by square root ng 13 times the perpendicular distance. So ano yung perpendicular distance niya? Itong PX away from point A. So bilangin natin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So times 6. Siya pa ba sa gilid? Sulat ko na lang dito sa baba. So we're done with that. So yung PY naman. So yung PY mo, anong moment ang maproproduce ng PY? Tama. Clockwise ang ikot niya. Or pa ganito. Magiging plus siya. So plus PY or plus 360. Then multiply mo ng 3 to get the Y component divided by square root of 13. Times the distance. So anong distance niya away from point A? So anong perpendicular distance? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Pababa 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. Okay, so the moment of truth. Pareho kaya ang lalabas? Or mali? So minus 450 times 3. Cancel na yung 5. So alsin ko na to. Para bawas pindot. So minus 360 times 2 times 6 divided by square root of 13. Guys, kung mapapansin nyo kung paano ako pumindot, so hindi ako gumagamit ng fraction sign or ito. Kasi ito guys, marami kasing data ang nakakain ito, parang 5 eh. Compare dito sa multiply at divide lang, isang Parang isang pindot lang yung kinakatumbas. Ito kasi may limpa. Kapag kaatanda ko, parang 5 pindot agad yung atumbas nito. So kung sobrang haba ng equation mo, mapapansin mo, babagal yung calculator mo. And that pagbagal, ang nangyayari kasi dyan, ito nangyari na rin sa akin, akala mo na-encode mo yung number na tinatype mo, yung pala hindi na po mechanical Q. So nangyari, maling number yung na-input mo. Therefore, yung lalabas pag pinindot mo equal ay mali din. So, if you want to eliminate that factor, so practicein yung gumamit ng multiply at saka divide. Yun naman ay tip ko lang sa inyo, and tip lang din galing sa ibang professor. So kung mapapansin yung ibang core, yung ibang major na, particularly yung EE, so sila batak sa pagpindot ng calcu. Lagi tikan yan pag nag-pre ball. Ayun lang, na-share ko lang. So ayun nga, balik tayo. So plus 360 times 3 divided by square root of 13, and then times 4. Oh my goodness! Pareho. So it's either parehong mali yan o parehong tama. So joke lang. Tama naman yan. Okay, so siguro nagkaka-idea na yung principle dito. Again, ang principle na panghawakan lang, moment is equal to force times distance. And yung kay Briggs theorem, sometimes it is more convenient if you're going to just consider the component of the force, then tsaka mo i-multiply ng kanya perpendicular distance. And then, it's up to you kung saan mo gusto papatakin yung force na yan. Kasi may advantage yan minsan. Just like for this example, if you're going to take moment at A, mas maganda kung dito mo siya dalhin sa final position niya. Why? Because yung fx mo is magiging on current or walang perpendicular distance. Therefore, itong component na to will be equals to 0. Okay, so guys, siguro may idea na sa gagawin sa point B, point C, and point D. So siguro magbigay lang ako ng isa pang example, and then kayo nang bahala doon sa point C and doon sa point D para ma-practice din kayo. And then, try to comment down, or don't try. Comment your answer on the comment section below. Just for the sake na makita rin ng mga aklase nyo if tama ba yung ginawa nila. So practice guys, this is a matter of practice lang. Solve. Okay, so this time, i-consider natin yung moment at point B. So, ganun lang ulit din ang gagawin natin. First, I will consider the initial point, okay? And then last will be your final point or final position. Okay, so IP muna tayo. So this time, considering moment at point B. So what will be the equation? So moment at B, so let's start first with forces F, the initial point. So Fy, unahin ko sa Fy. So that is 450. Bibilisan ko na lang guys ha. So 450 multiplied by 3 over 5. And then times the perpendicular distance away from point B. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4. And then what moment ang na-produce niya? So ito makakaikot siya ng pagganon, therefore it is considered clockwise. And then yung x component, so ang x component mo, same lang din makaproduce ng clockwise moment. So plus 450 multiply by the slope, so ano yung horizontal niya? Times 4 over 5 times the perpendicular distance na. So 1, 2, 3. So multiply by 3. Okay, so we're done with force F. This time, yung force P. So again, initial point, so dito mo siya dadalhin. So let's start with Y again. So Py, so we have 360. And to get the Y component, then mo multiply mo ng 3 over square root ng 13. Or 3 divided by square root of 13. And then, times the perpendicular distance. So, ano yung perpendicular distance? So, 1, 2 times 2. But, anong moment ang maproduce si Py? With respect to B. So, tama. Counterclockwise. Therefore, ito pala, ang laki naman ng pambura. So, ito pala ay dapat minus. Okay, correct lang natin. So, minus, and then yung Px, anong moment ang maproduce ni Px? So, clockwise, so positive. So, plus 360 multiplied by 2 over square root ng 13. So, times the perpendicular distance na 1, 2, 3 times 3. So, what will be the value of the moment at point B? So, check natin. Gamitan natin ng handy dandy calculator. So, 450 times 3 divided by 5 times 4 plus 450 times 4 times 3 divided by 5, and then minus 360 times 3 times 2 divided by square root of 13, and then plus 360 times 2 times 3 divided by square root of 13. So 2160. So again, we will check it this time. Lagyan natin yung unit, pound feet. So this time, yung final position naman yung i-consider natin. So dapat pareho lang ulit ng lalabas na sagot. Summation ng moment at B equals to, so final position, ito si ano natin. Okay, so yan, maganda. Madali lang yung magiging equation natin. So para kay force F, alin dyan yung magiging concurrent kay B? Is it Fy or Fx? Tama, yung Fy. Kasi kung titignan mo yung line of action niya, tatama mismo kay point B. So wala siyang perpendicular distance. Therefore, Fy will be equals to 0. So we have force F for 50. For 50. So again, clockwise momentum of produce niya, so positive. So get the horizontal component, so multiply by 4 over 5. So times 4 divided by 5 times the distance of what? Perpendicular distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So times 6. Next would be for force P. Ayun eh, maganda rin kay force P. So for force P, do sa component niya between Py and Px, alin yung concurrent sa kanya? Py or Px? Okay, so correct, yung Px ang concurrent. Kasi kung makikita nyo, sumapol siya mismo do sa point B. Therefore, yung Px mo, hindi mo na siya i-consider. Okay, so anong moment ang maproproduce ni Py? So counterclockwise, so minus. So minus 360, to get the y component, so multiply mo ng 3 divided by square root of 13. Times the distance of, so 1. Okay, so check natin if pareho. So let's bring out our calculator. So we have 450 times 4 times 6 divided by 5, and then minus 360 times 3 divided by square root of 13. So 360. Check nyo kung saan tayo nagkamali.
Ngayon mo sa akin, sasaktan ka.
Sa tingin ko dito sa nauna. So review lang natin na mabilis sa initial point. 450, 3, 5, 4, 450, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. And then Py, 3 over square root of 13 times. Oh no! This is it, no? 3. Sino nagsabing ano yun? Ito 3. Ayan. And then, Px, 360. Ayun. Grabe talaga tong kamay ko.
Siguro, umiral siguro yung kadimonyo ng aking kamay.
Pero sa tingin ko tama na.
Gumalaw.
So, kita nyo. Tama natin. So, 1860. Ba't magkaiba yung decimal? Tama pala. Shit. Bangag na talaga ako.
Tama kayo, tama kayo.
Last video
Ako
to.
naman eh.
Okay guys, so ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyong kagandahang pwede nyo ring i-check if yung kabilang point yung i-consider nyo. Ano, so from this, makikita nyo na mali pala yung una nating sagot. Kasi may nagkamali tayong isang perpendicular distance. Naduling ako. Akala ko dito papaikutin. Nagkulang ako ng isa. Siguro factor na rin dito yung antok or nagkamali talaga yung kamay ko magsulat. Usa kasi siyang gumalaw eh. 46, 189, 46. Okay guys, so that ends our first problem. So again, gaya na sabi ko kanina, please try to solve moment at C and moment at T. So gayahin nyo lang yung ginawa ko, wag nyo lang gayahin yung nagkakamali. But hindi naman masama magkamali. Kasi nga, sabi nga, doon tayo sa pagkakamali natin natututo. Nakita nyo, nung nakita natin may mali, hinanap natin kung saan tayo nagkamali. And itinama natin yung pagkakamali natin para mapalabas natin yung tama.
Hanggang sa dulo ng ating walang hanggan, hanggang ang puso'y wala nang nararamdaman. Kahit matapos ang magpakailan pa man, ako'y may naghihintay sa ngalan ng pag-ibig.
So again, solve C and D and write it on the comment section below. So let's proceed with the next problem.